Hey, welcome back everybody, it's Shino. We're back in the Modded to the Max 2 world. It's pouring rain, but keep hearing something. Haha! Our first trader, he's here. A treasure hunter trader. So we just got back from our exploration down south, and I've been putting stuff away. And I want to check this guy out. First thing I want to do here, it says leaves in less than a day. Okay. So, got anything to trade? That might be pretty cool to get. That's from the better ruins. Oh, dang it, he left. Oh. Dang it. But he left me a gift. 4 gears. So, I've been thinking about this. Had a lot of time to think about it. This is cool. You know, have a spot for a trader to show up and to leave me a gift. You know, 4 gears. What if we went a little bit bigger? What if we created like, I don't know, maybe like a hotel for traders? What have I gotten myself into? That's what we're going to try in this episode. So let me get a few things together and do some planning, and then I'll be back. All right, I'm just about ready. However, in the time it's been taking me to get things kind of squared away, another trader showed up. Yay! And this is a clothing trader. And he's got cotton seeds. Only 2, but I'm going to buy them. That's 8 more seeds that I can get right there. So heck yeah, I'm going to buy those. What else has he got here? Huntsman tunic. Do I want to buy any of that other stuff? You know, well, hey, I might need a chef's hat. So why is one 10 gears and one's 8 gears? I think one of them's been signed by Gordon Ramsay, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to go with the 8 gears one. Probably signed by Guy Fieri. I shouldn't have said that. No. Oh, well, that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, cool. Copper ingots sells those pretty good. Oh, well, you know, I'm going to hang on to them, buddy. I appreciate you. But leave me a gift whenever you leave, would you? Just, you know, stick a little something in there for me. I would appreciate it. He's going to be here, says less than a day. So, cool. I'm glad I got those. Let's put these up here. I'm still not quite done yet, but let's, I've still got some stuff I got to get done for all this, but I want to put my seeds away here. There we go. Throw another 8 in there. It gives me 25 cotton seeds. I am not going to be planting anything until next spring. I'm going to go ahead and say that our harvesting is done. Now I've got some flax growing in there. But I'm not going to put anything else in these, and I'm not going to put anything else in the gardens. I harvested the jute, so everything is harvested out of there. Okay, so I got a couple of things that I'm working on as far as putting this to... Excuse me. I got a couple of things I'm working on as far as putting this together, kind of what I'm thinking about. And I need some tools to make some tools here. So I did make a mass ingot mold. This is going to be able to produce 40 ingots at a time. You can pour and make 40 ingots that way. And I've already got one of these, but I went ahead and made another mass plate mold. And you'll see why I need to do that. I need some wood. Let's go in here. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just wood. I don't want to use any of the fancy woods. There's some fancy woods. There's some non-fancy woods. Let's use those. And I'm going to have to go over there and start harvesting some trees. I'll have to do that between episodes. But I'm going to be needing a lot of firewood here for this upcoming little idea that I've got. Oh, I thought he left already. But first, let's get these fired off. And here we go. So, what am I thinking of here? Okay. So we know that for the traders, they have to have food, and they have to have some sort of food, which I'm thinking about using flax, or making bread. So I've got some bread kind of going now. I'm gonna see if they'll function with flax. If they will, great. That'll just be one less thing I got to do. I'm still gonna go ahead and make some more. There we go. Keep that going. So if I were to, that's why I got the wood. I was like, well, if I'm going to have to fire up a bunch of bread, then, you know, I'm going to need a lot of that. But let's look at it like this. So if I were to, for the room, we're going to have a room, right? We're going to need a door. We're going to need a bed, and it doesn't have to be one of these beds. It's just I had them on my inventory. We need a bed. We need a place for the welcome mat. If the door opens that way, welcome mat can go right there. No issues. And then we need a chest to put food into. Like that, right? Okay, so work with me on this. What if we were to set something like that up and then do something like that? Okay. And now if I use a storage controller mod, I can link to this item from the storage controller and tell it to put flax grain in there. And so as soon as flax grain gets taken out, another piece will be put into it, but nothing can go into these spots. So it'll only keep 64 in there. So it's kind of like creating a filter almost in there. Okay, but that doesn't leave any space for him to give us anything. So we could use a hopper there underneath the welcome mat, because if he can't put anything in the basket, they'll throw it on the welcome mat. But what if we went ahead and put another chest, say right there, and then inside that chest, we could also have it hooked up underneath to a storage controller that would then take it and put it into another chest. Possible? I think so. Now, the storage controllers aren't cheap. If we go and look at storage controller here, storage controller, if we made just the copper one, of course we need 4 copper plates, and then we need 4 metal parts, plus we need a chest. And then we're going to have a chute that will take the items out of here and put it into the chest. So I think that means I've got 3 chute sections right now. But I think I'll have to use 2 to make that. So I'm going to have to make a bunch of chute sections. So yeah, I can do that. I can do that because I'm going to have a mold coming over. It's going to give me 40 ingots. I can pour a bunch of copper into that and that to make the plates that I need. And then I can replicate this. So basically a wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be a 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I can make this as a 5 by 5 and make it pasteable and put several of them together and then have the storage controller go to one chest outside of the area. I think that's doable. Okay. Let me see what else I got to get together to make this happen, and I'll be right back. And woo, done. And I reached level 4 in metalworking. Sweet. Okay, so you also see I hit level 5 in mining skill and level 3 in husbandry while I've been doing some stuff here. So let's take a look first at husbandry. Feeder. Animals eating from your troughs have a chance of 2% additional M% at the level. So up to a max of 20 to not consume any food. Pretty good. Okay. Furrier. Ooh. I kinda am thinking about this one. It says increase the yield of milk from milkable animals and the number of eggs you can take of hen boxes by 33%. Additionally, you have a chance of 2% to increase the generation of a milked animal up to a maximum of generation 5. Might be pretty good. All right, I'm going to go with feeder. So it's just a 1% chance to increase its generation when eating from the troughs. Up to generation 4. I kind of like that because it's going to save some food and it's going to give a possibility of them getting a little higher in generation. We're going to continue to go. I'm going to go ahead and go with miner as far as the profession goes. And I think as a commoner, I'm only allowed one profession. And I'm going to make it as a miner on this one. And then what was the other? Metalworking. So that's under processing. There we go. Metalworking. So smelter. Need 10% less metal to fill a mold. So when I do this, it would be 20% less. But I haven't seen that really take effect yet. Metal recovery. After finishing a metal work on an anvil, you receive 1 metal bit for every 4 splits you've done for the work. Now, since I'm using the HelveHammerExpansion, I'm not going to get anything off of that. Yeah, not a whole lot off of this. Items you forge on an anvil can now have a quality with a base level of 1 and a maximum value of 5. Creating tools or armor with quality piece will also create items with quality. Armor and tools with quality will have increased stats. Let's go ahead and go. Oh, that's a tough one. It really is, because I'm not really using a whole lot of this. So I think for now, let's go ahead and go with that blacksmith one. So we'll do that. I think that's all I had, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I need to, the metal plates, take those 8. Let's take those 8 out of there. We're going to need the chests that are in our inventory. Let me do it this way. And we'll do that. So we're going to start off by making the copper storage controllers. So we're going to need the chest in the middle. And we're going to need the parts here, 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 and here. And we're going to need these around the edge. This is going to allow me to make 4 of the controllers. Okay. And then we're also going to need the storage linker. And that's going to require 2 ingots and some more metal parts. But I'm short on the metal parts. I am short on the metal parts. Can I make the metal parts? Metal parts. Is that something that we can make? No. We are going to have to go get those. Sweet. Okay. Commodities treasure trader and treasure hunter can also sell them. All right. That might not be a bad idea. Drops obtained by breaking any of the metal spikes, locust nest, or the tiny junction mine. Okay. All right. So let me go hit a couple of, I think I've got a couple of, ruins marked. And I know I've got a couple treasure hunters that are marked and commodities. So let me go see if I can find some metal parts and I'll be back. let's take a look at what we've got going on over here. So, little bitty shanty here. 3 rooms, that's all I've got right now. This is completely expandable. The limiting factor, of course, is going to be your storage controller. So these copper ones can only go 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the end. 6 to that end, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 to that end. And then you got to come inside too. So 1 wall there and 1 wall in. So we'll take a look at this room first. I did this one. And so what we have is we have a storage controller down there that is linked to this chest here. So anything that is put into this chest will go through the chute into that storage controller and then automatically appear in that other chest. This other storage controller that's here is then linked to the chest here. And this is where I've put in a filter using sticks, and I've left 1 spot available for flax grain or anything else to go in there. It doesn't have to be flax grain. If I were to put spelt out there or rye or anything else, then what will happen is once this wears out, whatever's in that chest will then start making its way into here. What won't happen is these sticks will never disappear out of here. So we only have to leave 1 space. Now you may be asking yourself, well, does grain count as a food? Well, I tested that. I wouldn't try it if I didn't know. So let's come in here and take a look. So I put a stack of 64 grain in here. And you can see that I had a trader show up, and he took 1 grain out of it and left me 3 gears in exchange for that. I think that's a pretty good trade. And this guy's going to be coming back, see 1 more day on that one right there. So yeah, it does work. And so all I've got to do now is put the grain here in the storage controller. And you'll see it's 238 days that it'll last. So I think what's probably going to happen is I may have to make and turn like this little corridor into a cellar. And then I can put 3 more over on this side. And then if I wanted to, I could do the same thing, put another 3 here and here, and put another storage controller and link this all up together, and it should work. So let's put this together, this last one. And I need that. I'm going to need that welcome mat, or I got to make me another one, but I'm just going to take the one that's here. Come here, you. And I think I've got the chest already, but we're going to go and take you anyways. And we'll take the grain and we'll take the gears too. Let's go and set this last one up. All kinds of fun working out here. I had a female bear show up, try to get me. I chased her off. And then we had a light temporal storm show up. So that was a lot of fun too. Let's see, this one is done. So we just need to do this room now. And we're going to start off by digging 1, 2 down. Need that dug down. We'll need a bed put in right there. Put the welcome mat right there. And then we'll need our storage controller put down here. And then we're going to link it. So you need to left click with the storage controller device right there on that storage controller. And then we're going to link that to this chest here by left clicking it. And that may be too far because you see it didn't register. So that may be too far. So what we might need to do in this room is swap this around. Let's get that out of there. Put you in there, you in there. I'm going to put that bed on that side. then let's dig here to make sure that we get it within 8 spots. So if you don't see the storage controller light up, more than likely that's what the problem is. So left click. There you go. See, it's lit up, and that's the reason. I talked to Quentin about that and said, hey, is there a way that we can maybe put some kind of dialogue box that says out of reach or something like that. And I think that might have been actually done. But I'm still using one of the original versions of the mod. Okay, let's put not there. Pick you up. And we're going to do a shift and click. And now we're going to need 2 chests put here. And we're going to put 1 chest right on top of it. And we're going to put another chest on top of that. So this is where we want them to put the gears at. We don't need to link it, but we're going to now need to link this controller here. Left click. And left click. So now those are connected, and we can now, you can see it's already putting the flax in there. Boom. Done. So now, let's pretend I am a trader. And trader, T-R-A-D-E-R, not a trader. Let's say I am a trader, and I come in here and I take 1. Guess I can't do just 1, huh? Boom, like that. There we go. So I just took 1 out of there, right? And then it's going to automatically replenish. So every time I take some out, it'll start replenishing. And then when I go to leave, I'm going to leave a gift behind, and I'm going to put these 3 in there. They're going to go down into the storage controller down there. And they're going to collect, not there, right there. Cool. Love it. I think that's going to work pretty good. I'll throw this flax in there. And again, like I said, this is scalable, right? The only limiting factor is that. So if I want to do another 3, like I said, I could put another storage controller down on that side, put 1 in the middle, and you could link them all together all the way down. You can do another 3 on this side, but it would be very easy just to go ahead and do, 2 spaces over and do another 3 on this side as well. So we could have 6 total. And there's really nothing that says that we have to have stairs for them to be able to get to it. We just have to have the remnants of it has to be a room. It has to have a bed. It has to have the welcome mat, and it has to have food. So this is the bare minimums of what we have to have. So all we got to do now is if we wanted to, we could actually go up, create as many of these as we want. And every, 2-3 days, we get free gears. I like it. All right. I think that's a good wrapping up point. Appreciate you being here for this episode. Next episode, we are going to, let's say this. Between episodes, I'm getting rid of the dirt hut. We're going to get rid of this thing, move it out, and we need to get started on the storage room. But I think we also need to get started on steel. I'm going to check and see if we got everything we need for steel making. If we do, we're going to make a cementation furnace and get that going. All right. Hey, thanks for spending time with me. This is Shino, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.